Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's into the clear.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play there on the first play of the game. 51 yards on the ground. A wet track like this, I don't know if it helps anybody, but it probably helps the offensive player running the ball more than the defense.
And while they're doing that, there's also the matter of focus. Not letting the elements get in the way of still doing everything you're supposed to do. Although you do think to yourself, I've got to hold it a little bit tighter and be more careful with my footing.
He was careful, got a big run out of it. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
Now Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then dropped just inside the 20. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And it's taken in at the 9. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They'll get 34 yards there. Up the middle, it's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Now they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So third and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Play action. It's Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Second and 10, it's Pickett again. Here's one deep for Pickens.
That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
George Pickens,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now it's Wilson.
This one complete to Jerry Judy.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. field. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
81 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
22 yards. First down, Broncos.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Greg Dulcich, 29 yards. And the Broncos have regained the lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7.
Broncos 10, Steelers 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Pickett.
Looking for Austin, intercepted.
Picked off by Alex Singleton.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
The 2nd down and 10 there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. It brings up 2nd and 7.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Broncos 10, Steelers 7.
As we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it 2nd and 7. To throw is Wilson.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Here's Wilson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The Steelers at 0-7, winless to start the year, and they come in wondering what on earth is going on here.
And Brandon, I'll reflect back to one time we had one of those deep philosophical talks about getting up every day and going to work and the whole deal. Can you imagine what it's like for this team? Every morning they wake up. They haven't won a game yet. How do they figure their way out of this one? How do they play well enough to get at least one win before this season is over?
On second down, this is Harris. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space.
Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Now a 2nd and 10. Pickett now from the gun here. But it's caught. Tompkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pickett. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Harris trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They run with Washington. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal.
Pickett going to keep it himself.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Kenny Pickett.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
With the score, Broncos 17, Steelers 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that 1st half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Pickett. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Pickett back to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking to throw, Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Pickett will look to throw it here. He's got his target. That's complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 48 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead, and he stopped immediately there. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
From the left hash, this from 37. Boswell's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And that flag accepted.
Well, forget the field goal to try to tie this thing. They'll have a chance to take the lead here with 1st and 10.
Pickett going to bootleg it.
Flushed out right. And this is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
Touchdown!
George Pickens
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
He'll air this one out for Mims.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards.
A gain of 47 yards. First down, Broncos.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Wilson on second down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Broncos have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Lutz with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First down, and they go back to Harris. Fighting through. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
From the 47, it's second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Alex Singleton.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Steelers 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now Pickett.
Harris has it over the middle.
And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10.
Pickett sets up play action. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They hand this off to Harris.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And the Steelers on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Steelers.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 2.
To throw is Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
At the 12-yard line. A gain of 19 yards. And the Broncos first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing up.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, Denver.
Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Steelers 21. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. Pickett. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. And this one too low. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass
is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Pickett, fourth down, desperation time.
The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field.
It's a turnover on downs.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 144 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
On the option to give to Williams here.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 22 and a first down.
First down, Denver.
Oh, Wilson going to throw.
Finds Dulcich out left side.
Touchdown, Broncos.
Greg Dulcich.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Broncos 45. Steelers 21. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
On first and 10, it's Pickett.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Pickett. Completes this one to Pickens.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where his coaches.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Drew Sanders.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A give to Williams, running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Broncos, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.